An assassin somehow got by near the fifth hole at Trump's golf course down in Florida, the International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, shortly before 2 p.m. with an AK-47 and was apparently determined to kill former President Donald Trump. Most importantly, the former president is safe at this hour. This we know. He released a statement a short time ago saying there were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well. Nothing will slow me down. I will never surrender. I will always love you for supporting me. Unity, peace. Make America great again. How many times is this man going to have to go through this? How many times are we going to have to go through this? Eric Trump said to Sean Hannity, and he nailed it, my father's running out of lives here. How many rifles are going to be in firing range of my father? Good question. According to reports, the incident happened around 2 p.m. It was at Mr. Trump's golf course, as I said, in West Palm Beach. This is a private golf course. You cannot get in. Not just anyone can come on the course. Right now, it and the area are engulfed in law enforcement personnel, as you can imagine. Reports say the former president was between the fifth and sixth hole when it happened. An armed suspect was spotted by the Secret Service detail protecting President Trump. And they were traveling about 2 holes ahead of where the former president was golfing. This is apparently the protocol that they have set up for him. And they noticed someone there. It was about 300 to 500 yards away from Donald Trump. As they ran over to the suspect, he fled the scene. Local authorities tracked down the car. One person was taken into custody. This man had an AK-47 style weapon, scope, and a GoPro camera. On the scene, it appears he meant to tape or video in some way the act of carnage he was planning. So he is alive and well right now in the custody of the feds, which is a good thing because we will have the opportunity to learn more about this man. And you can bet right now the Secret Service, the FBI, and others are going through this guy's social media. I'm sure they're at his home and interrogating him while in custody about what was behind this assassination attempt. He did not fire shots. He was shot at, according to the officials. And I'll give you just some details as we bring in our guests, our first guests. I'll play the soundbite first from the FBI presser. This is West Palm Beach Sheriff Rick Bradshaw describing exactly what happened here. Watch this.
1:30 this afternoon, call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. We were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. And they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car. Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of.
Here is a discussion, a Q&A with the local authorities when they just had a presser on why President Trump did not have more Secret Service protection. A man who already almost had his life taken 2 months ago.
How was this able to happen? And for future reference, is there any security of the golf course?
Well, you got to understand the golf course is surrounded by shrubbery. So when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right. And at this level that he is at right now, he's not the sitting president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course around it. But because he's not, the security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible. So I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little bit more people around the perimeter.
Unbelievable, Bill. So he's the former president, so he doesn't have adequate Secret Service to meet the moment, which, I guess if you're talking about like George W. Bush, that maybe that would make some sense. But he literally almost got shot in the brain 2 months ago.
We were talking about this, and you were one of the first on air, Megyn. It was literally a couple of hours afterwards, before the press, as I call them, tried to suppress the real information. What you're seeing here is overall lethargy. I think the Secret Service needs a total audit from the top down, bottom up, and they have to get squared away correctly. My understanding, when that report comes out, it's going to show glaring mistakes and just, I guess, complacency and lethargy in how they act and react. The fact that they didn't get this guy, that he got that close, is a prime example of how desperately the Secret Service, while they're individually, I think they're willing to put their lives on the line, as an institution, as an agency, they really need an overhaul.
Yeah.